Greetings. Coming back up with another episode on this paperwork. I was sitting up here trading, and the ones dropped. You guys know that follow me know that I follow 1-0 scores in sports. So we had a 1-0 score out in Pittsburgh. So I'm on here actually corresponding with Kevin Hart, and he wants some services. So he asked me to show the national ID. He was like, "So what happened? Did you ever get it done?" Because it's a lot of Moors in Pittsburgh. A whole lot of Moors up in Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh is where the original government came from before it was in Washington, D.C. Not in Pittsburgh, excuse me, it was in Philly, but Pittsburgh was a particular port that a lot of traders would come through. And in Pittsburgh, these traders would trade different services as sovereigns. There's a lot of ports there. And they would, come with their boats and their ships and trade. So that's what Pittsburgh is known for. And the ones dropped there because, as I was saying, it was only going to last a few days with the ones that dropped out of Chicago or whatever. Like, if you looked at the different scores, we looked at the way the itinerary was set up, it was only going to last for about 3 days as far as them holding the ones. If it would have lasted for more than 4 days, then Chicago would have lost money, essentially, from the ones dropping. So what happened was, I kind of knew the ones would drop. I made all that money, too, on top of that. So I knew the ones would drop because I'm into dealing units. That's what I do. I deal units. So I kind of can predict scores, and that's kind of like what Kevin Hart wants to kind of figure out and know, like, what's going on or whatever, like as far as the services and how when I deal these units, how he can kind of be a part of the movement. I'm like, I can make I can get this ID made. This ID was made by this cat in the NBA. Actually, they made this for me, and it's official. Ancient Order of Melchizedek identification card that'll pretty much get you anywhere because it visas computers. So it's like nobody messes with you when you have this on you. It's like a different kind of ID, man. You carry this ID or whatever on you, and it's like, they're just not going to mess with you. I'm serious. Like, you're not going to get questioned or anything like that once you get this ID. And, I charge different prices for my different services. I have, different sovereign packages I put together for people, so want to kind of drop that information. If you notice, I'm going to say this one last thing too. If you notice that last ones that drop are all places that I went to on my tour, for those people that follow me heavy. So you can kind of see we're making a profit through these units, and when people donate and when I monetize, if they're connected to my account in any way, they're going to generate credit from that, like I was kind of telling you. So had some pretty nice sized donations come through, the past couple of days. But when I monetize, their accounts are connected to my account. So when units fall and when scores fall, we all can generate credit externally through this particular app that was set up by myself through this channel. So that's essentially what I do. So like when you get the ID, that's moving you to a higher level of sovereignty and monetization, because now you're talking about monetizing outside of YouTube. Now you're talking about monetizing through the military. And they use uniform commercial codes and computers to monetize. Earthlink. You got to study Earthlink and how the internet is connected to different zip codes. See, it's deep. So the internet is connected to not just the air, but to land through the earth and through the different wires and things that are set up. And this is the type of program that I use. And so when you join up with this part of it, and you start getting physical paperwork from me. And it's costly to my some G's sometimes even. Different amounts, hundreds, G's, but we start getting physical paperwork with me, that's where you can monetize with me outside of just YouTube. Some of the stuff that I'm doing. So like, if you notice, the ones dropped out of St. Louis, they had some ones I went to St. Louis. I got videos in St. Louis. The ones dropped in Pittsburgh just recently. They got a couple went to Pittsburgh a couple times in the past couple of months, showing you guys before they even happened. And then Chicago, of course, I practically live in Chicago, down there back and forth. So, we had a lot of videos there. So what I'm doing here now is man, just these ones that drop, because people have been supporting me so much, I'm vising people through money now. Let me show you guys just a little bit of money that I made. People don't think I'm lying, but you guys know I was broke and complaining and asking for donations. It's like I ain't gotta ask for no donations now. As you can kind of see. So I'm getting ready to invest out. These are our 20s. I'm getting ready to invest this into some stuff today, so you'll see the content getting a lot deeper and better over the next couple of days too. So you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down, man. Thank you guys for supporting and the donations have been coming through. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep everything going. And as always, stay vigilant. But I'm saying keeping them coming on your own will. But I'm not asking you guys. I mean, I'm good right now from what's going on. But I still at the same time, you just feel it in your heart. You see what I'm doing. Feel free to definitely. So we'll be coming back up with more info and content and some stuff I'm gonna be doing soon. I'm gonna be getting on the road for just a small part of the tour, because what I really want to do is I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to build a pretty nice, I guess you can kind of say headquarters for 13 Astrology over the next year or so through this program I'm working on, if the ancestors continue to keep walking with me and being with me. So stay vigilant. I'll be coming back up with more as always. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Namaste.